Hi everyone, welcome back to K-pop Appreciation. My name is Simon, and today we'll be appreciating Siren by SUNMI. For those of you new to the channel, just to let you know, this isn't your first time reaction kind of deal. I've seen this video many times already. What we're going to do here is we'll watch the video twice. First time, without any interruption. I won't pause or anything. I might make a comment here or there. The second time, when we watch it, I'll definitely pause at certain parts that I want to talk about, discuss, and share my appreciation. Yeah. So, for those of you who are new to K-pop, Sunmi is currently a female soloist in the K-pop scene. She's a very successful K-pop soloist. She used to be in a beloved girl group called Wonder Girls. Okay, and people did, they were kind of worried about her when she left Wonder Girls, or actually Wonder Girls disbanded. Could she make it as a soloist? And yeah, the Korean, the Korean music industry has embraced her because she has some wonderful top-notch songs. This song here that we're gonna watch together. It came out September 2018. It is the final part of what she calls her Gashina trilogy. I want to say it was late 2017. She came out with a song called Gashina. It was a big hit. And then in January of 2018, she came out with another song. She considered part 2 of her trilogy. It was called Heroine with an E, so a female protagonist, not the drug. Okay, and then so that was January, right? So September of that year, she comes out with this song Siren, which she calls the final part in the trilogy. Yeah. Anyway, so I like to set expectations. Excuse me, my nose itches, or the top of my nose, anyway. Expectations. Yeah, the song has a retro 80s vibe to it, especially in the background instrumentation. You're going to hear like the synth and the bass line in the background, especially during the chorus. It's going to be really prominent, and it has a very 80s feel to it. Okay, which I love. I'm biased because I was raised during the 80s. Anyway, don't take my word for it. You can listen for yourself. So here, without further ado, here is Siren by SUNMI. You hear that siren in the background? Oh. Here we go, first chorus. Listen to the background music. So many things going on back there, and it just adds to her voice. Alright, second verse. That's a mistranslation. We'll talk about that later, that particular line. Sorry, I didn't talk a whole lot there. I haven't watched this in a while, and it was watching it again right now with you all. It just made me realize how much I love the song. So I was just kind of in the moment enjoying it really. Yeah. So here's the thing. All right. So I've heard a couple interpretations on the song's meaning. Well, hold on. Let me not talk about the subjective interpretations first. Let's talk about the objective one, the one that came from SUNMI herself. So SUNMI has gone on the record saying she called it Siren, not be, one, there's, the word siren, it means like that the noise you hear from like a horn or something, right? Like, there's like an emergency going on. All right. Like I live in Kentucky in the United States, and we get tornado warnings, and sometimes if a tornado is coming, you hear the siren. Okay. So that's the one meaning. But the other meaning of siren is from Greek mythology. It was those super, super beautiful, like mermaid like creatures, that would call to sailors. They would sing, make this noise, and the sailors would like jump out of their ships and try to get to the siren. Unfortunately, they would usually drown in the process, and that was the whole siren's evil, wicked plan. So yeah, so it can mean like, it can mean like this, this seductive female that does not have very good intentions. So it has that meaning, and and SUNMI has talked about that. Now, the subjective interpretations appear. A lot of people have said, and you take this for what it's worth. So fact, unfortunately, SUNMI has gotten a lot of hate comments through the past few years, mainly targeting her appearance. Really, really nasty comments. And in the beginning, it seems like most typical K-pop idols, unfortunately, this has to do with years of indoctrination, because K-pop companies will always tell idols never lash back against people that write nasty things about you. You just got to take it. I remember this one thing. Someone wrote a really nasty hate comment, and she actually replied back in English, because the hate comment was in English. It was an international fan, and she wrote back, "I'm sorry," and it's like, you're dumbfounded. A normal, rational human being would be dumbfounded. Like, you don't have to apologize to a freaking internet troll, And the comments were mainly directed towards her appearance. And then she was on this other variety show where she talked about this. She's like, the most common comments were, your head's too fat for your body, and because your body's way too skinny, you're too skinny, and your head's too big, you're gross. And she would say, the comment, you're gross, appears multiple times on her Instagram, on her Twitter, or whatever, whatever social media platform. And it's really disheartening. You're gross, you look like a sardine. Okay. And, and of recent years, I'd say like she's got fed up with it. Good for her. And she would kind of like, clap back against her haters. So, and some people have said this song is a clapback against her haters. There's a line in the song, and I'll get to it, where she says, "I'm not the beautiful girl of your fantasies." Okay. I'm just not here for you. I'm not here just to be objectified by you, to be judged by you. I'm my own person. Don't mess with me. Yada, yada, yada. So that's, again, so the song is that. So that's one interpretation of the song. Okay. Possible meanings aside, let's just watch this. Wait, anything else about SUNMI? Oh, so the song was a mega hit in Korea. Like, it was like number one on all the streaming charts in Korea, on the radio charts. It was nuts. And yeah, she won she won a bunch of music show wins for the song. Yeah, it was people loved it. Okay, hold on for a second. Actually, no. I have never ever been able to figure out why she sneezes here. So I remember when I first saw this, I thought, okay, this is the third song in the sequence, in the trilogy, right? In the previous song, the previous release was Heroin. In Heroin, the ending shot in that video, and I've discussed that song on my channel. I'll put a link to it, to the other SUNMI songs I have in this channel, down below in the description. In the ending shot of that video, there's a lot of water everywhere. There's an implication there that it's raining. So I'm thinking, okay, you know what? She got caught in the rain, and she caught a cold. Okay, but then my understanding is her intention, Heroine, was a prequel to the very first video in the sequence, which is Gashina. And in Gashina, the ending sequence, the very ending shot was she's out like on the middle of the road, and a car comes out of nowhere and just like shines its like high beam lights at her, and it ends there. So I'm like, so I just don't know. So yeah. I love the siren noise in the background, and that ad like ooh ah, ah. Oh, it's so good. Drum machine has a steady beat here. Her just the way how she sings that, it's very sultry. I would argue it's definitely seductive. But again, she's a siren, right? You know, you fall for it, something bad's gonna happen to you. Now you're bleeding. Are you still attracted to me? You know, you got too close to her. You're hurt now. That shot is so well timed with the music. How she appears out of the corner with this beat, down, and she appears out of the corner. Okay, drum machine stops. Okay, so yeah, so I guess someone did the literal interpretation. I mean, I can't read Korean myself or understand Korean myself fluently, but I've seen in other websites they're like, "Oh no, that's wrong. It should say, I'm not the beautiful girl of your fantasies." I'm like, that makes more sense. Okay, and she'll repeat that line again in the second pre-chorus. Okay, listen now to everything going on in the background. That bass line, it adds something to the whole thing. It's the foundation for the whole chorus. And then, hold on, let's go back to the chorus again. Okay, so you hear that bass line. Okay. And now you're gonna hear, hold on. Here. You hear those like chimes? They're almost like chimes, like dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So good. Here again, it's like that aquatic theme of the siren, like being almost this mermaid-esque creature, right? You know, but here instead she's on a dryer or a washing machine or whatever. You know? Very mermaid-like. So that minor drum break thing there's no parallel to that in the first verse. Okay, so when it happened here in the second verse, I was like, right here. Oh, that's weird. But it's a cool musical break, just for like a second, you know. And I appreciate stuff like that. So I thought that was neat, you know, just kind of like a quick soft reset here. And she sings again. I'm like, cool. Again, you can hear that bass line in the back. But again, you hear it really prominently during the chorus. Yeah, I'm not the beautiful girl of your fantasies. See that boy. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I've never really... There was that... It sounded like it sounded almost like a timpani. Dun, 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 dun. You know? Hold on, listen to it again. 204... Here we go. Dum, 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 dum. I love her playful expression here. It's such a weird juxtaposition to the whole mood of the song, especially when you're reading the lyrics. Hold on. Here, right, hold on. Yeah, right there. You know, and it's like she's got this playful grin, and I remember when I saw it, I'm like, first I was like, wow, what a beautiful smile, and then I'm like, wait, should she be smiling here? You know, she's talking about like, you men, you get too close to me, you're gonna be bleeding, you're gonna be hurt. You know, I'm not what you think I am. So even if you're sad, I don't cry. You know, and so what does that mean? You know. Yeah, it's like a chime, or it could just be the keyboard. Oh, the album this song came was on. The album was called Warning, so you know it's a nice plug for the whole album. Yeah, this is really low synth here. Here we go. Oh, that drum fill to get to the final chorus. Again, she smiles. And again, Sunmi's arguably one of the most beautiful faces in K-pop. And yeah, and she smiles again. But the lyric right there, if you're sad, I don't cry. I'll laugh at you instead. I'll smile beautifully. I don't know. It's very strange, but I think that's the whole point of the song. So to make you feel a little uncomfortable. I've watched another K-pop reactor, and he said this is a wig she has on. I'm not an expert at wigs, so I don't know. I love that expression she just did when she did her hair. Watch how she flips her hair, and look at the expression. Right? Yeah. You know? Hold on. Sorry. Kind of borderline obsessed with the song. Yeah, right there. Again, that carefree grin, you know? So, earlier, I was talking about, she got a lot of hate comments, a lot of body shaming comments. You know, it's like, oh, you're too skinny, you're gross, whatever. And Sunmi has gone on the record saying she has a very high metabolism, and compounded with the fact that she doesn't eat very well either. Sometimes she's like a workaholic. So you feel bad for her, right? And so I would argue starting in 2019, she got her brother to her brother is a photographer, and because she had a world tour last year. She went all over the place. I'm kind of sad I didn't go to her concert when she was here in America. And she had her brother as her photographer, and because it's her brother, their family, he's gonna look out for her. He made sure she ate a proper meal, you know. So she gained weight, not in a bad way. And here's the thing, just to tell you, you can never win against the internet trolls. Once she started to gain weight, she still looks great. The trolls were like, "Hey, we know you got a boob job. You should just admit it that you got breast augmentation surgery." And it's because she got bigger all around, in a healthy way. And I think it was on her Twitter, she clapped back. She's like, "Are you stupid? If you think I got a boob job, you think I would have just, would have just this? No, I didn't get a boob job." So, yeah. So she's trying to defend herself more, which is good. I'm happy for her, because people like that just need to be shut down. Yeah. Anyway, okay, all right. I hit the 20-minute mark. Thank you so much for spending the last 20 minutes with me. I hope you have a newfound appreciation of the song. Sunmi is great entertainer, an outstanding performer, one of the best performers, especially considering she's a solo artist. Okay, I'll be back soon with another video. Thank you again for your time. Stay safe, stay healthy, be good to each other. I will catch you all later. Bye-bye for now.